The government has come out and said nationwide they are banning disposable vapes. These are used by well over 1 million Australians now. And you might wonder what took them so long. Talk about waiting till something is a viral trend and then swooping in to make some money off it. Keep in mind, before I show you what I'm about to show you, there have been no studies done, there's no pie charts, there's no graphs they can show us depicting how bad vaping is for your health. And yet, here's the health minister yesterday trying to convince us all this is about the children.
This is a product deliberately targeted at our kids, being sold alongside lollies and chocolate bars. Vaping has now become the #1 behavioural issue in high schools, and it's becoming widespread in primary schools as well. Over the past 12 months, Victoria's Poisons Hotline has taken 50 calls about children under the age of 4 ingesting vapes.
Now's also a good time to remember that not long ago, e-cigarettes weren't called vapes, they were called e-cigarettes, and the government was encouraging everyone to go to them as a substitute for smoking. So while they can't tell us how bad vapes are, we know they're a heck of a lot better than smoking. In fact, in the UK, the Prime Minister recently said we'll be handing out millions of free vapes to people to get them off smoking. So there you go. The science seems to be very different on vaping in the UK. How's that? And yet, here's Treasurer Jim Chalmers yesterday backing up his buddy.
We can't sit idly by and see another generation of Australians get hooked on nicotine.
Yeah, this is about getting hooked on nicotine, absolutely. Wait a minute, why is the Treasurer weighing in on this issue?
Excise.
It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money.
It's all about the money. And don't take my word for it. Here's the Health Minister at the same press conference yesterday making another announcement.
Today I announced that tax on tobacco will be increased by 5% per year over the next 3 years starting on September 1st, because we know that a higher priced cigarette is a more unattractive cigarette.
It really isn't though. They're already $2 each, cigarettes. And this extra excise is going to raise the government a tasty $3.3 billion on top of what they're already making from the tobacco industry. But this is all about your health, guys. This is all about your health. We're just concerned about your health. I mean, we've already taxed it to heck and it didn't work. Smoking is still responsible for over 13% of preventable diseases every single year, according to the ABS. But now, we're seriously cracking down because we're just concerned about your health. I mean, I'm sorry. This is just way too much for me to believe.
Well, I think it's about money and children, but mostly about money. With vapes, I don't see why they don't just treat them like cigarettes. Make them legally available to adults. Have some standards around packaging and marketing so that they're not targeted towards children. Tax them to the hilt so we get revenue for the government coffers for them. And put limits on where they're allowed to be used. What's wrong with that?
That would be really logical. But we can't have that
No.
because that would be really logical. The bit that I just can't get over in this whole conversation is we keep being told how bad vaping is, how bad nicotine is, by the same mob who are like, yes, let's have pill testing, let's have injecting rooms, let's deregulate, well, and this is not necessarily Labor, but, you know, the Greens, they just want to deregulate drug use. They want to decriminalise drug use, sorry. That there's all totally fine, but not nicotine. Pick a pony and ride off into the sunset.
And always, as always, your point, beautifully illustrated by that wonderful television program, The Simpsons.
Of course.
Lisa! Give me that! I can't believe how easy it is in this country to get cigarettes.
The AI.
Makes the point beautifully.
It does indeed.